Hello, my name is Chuck Thompson, Director of GEP, Global Emergency Provisions. And of course, we have an emergency globally at this time with the coronavirus. Many are seeking shelter throughout Asia and quarantining themselves. But the homeless, they have no facility to quarantine themselves. And we can solve this problem globally. Now, of course, I'm from Chicago, and I would love to start within the United States and also do a joint venture with the Philippines. We can take care of the housing problem in the West, and we can help them take care of it within their own nation and throughout the Eastern nations as well. And it's very simple. It won't cost the federal or local governments anything extra. That means there is no outlay payments for these facilities. It's very simple. The GSA, the buying arm of the federal government and local governments throughout America, will simply purchase whatever they're purchasing through the pipeline that is coming down economically, financially right now. Homeland Security has 20 plus agencies. CDC, of course, Homeland, FEMA, other agencies that are within the umbrella of Homeland Security will need to purchase backup facilities to run and ensure that their operations will continue to go on from any kind of biological threat in the area or, of course, terrorist attack. These facilities, even those worldwide, the embassies, 280 plus embassy and consulate offices that we have, should also have backup facilities for their employees, just in case you have a coronavirus crisis or pandemic. Now, this crisis right here will, of course, end. Lord willing, it should be over around April or sometime this summer. But you can guarantee yourself globally that there will be another one, and perhaps worse. And we won't be that much more prepared than we were not for this one. We need portable, renewable energy facilities that can move from place to place in case of an earthquake, a fire, a flood, or civil unrest. We need homes for the homeless. And as the director of HUD says, we need a system to provide the housing for the homeless. They need to be housed within communities. Not just a home, but a school, an office, an emergency medical unit, a counseling office, even a portable farm where they will be educated with new skills where they can provide for themselves and their family members. These communities are established as 400 units. Now here in the Philippines, the average family is about 5. So if you had 400 units and 5 family members, that would be 2,000 persons within the community. These communities are established to provide housing for 2,000 residents. And again, it won't be any cost, any more extra cost to the federal or local governments. For instance, say the military are upgrading their military bases throughout the United States, globally, as a matter of fact. They need to do that right now, and a lot of those programs are in the pipeline to be done. Now, those who belong to the SWIFT.Club, Solar Wind International Facilities Technology Club, GREATSWIFT.Club, will provide those facilities to the federal and local government, the portable renewable energy housing facilities for the military throughout the United States and globally, as well as upgrading facilities, portable renewable energy facilities, backup centers for the consulate offices around the world. The administration currently, right now, wants to do it, wants to foot the bill, and they can foot the bill without paying anything extra or any other outlaid financing. A portable facility, basic 1,500 1,500 square foot unit is 210,000. Now we lowered that to 189,000 to be within the guidelines of GSA and giving our GSA government partner a better deal than we would give anyone else wholesale. The wholesale cost is 210. We're lowering it to 189,000. Every facility that is bought will purchase a home for the homeless. Excuse me a second. Another emergency. Apologize for that. Will purchase what a family of 5 needs. Or of course you can put 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But the important thing is to get them off the street and give them hope within the community where they are safe and they have the accessibility to the medical facilities that they need, or the counseling that they need, or the education programs that they need, or the jobs, because we want to take those on the street that are willing to learn how to build these portable renewable energy facilities and give them a job. That's right, a $15 job. Actually, the basic low jobs that require to do this, the entry level is $16.80. That is where it will begin. Now listen, this is no extra cost to the local government, to the federal government. The federal government, the local government is simply purchasing what it already needs in upgrading the nation. It's an infrastructure plan without voting, without any legislation frustration. Now, I am apolitical. We simply want to do what works. Now, I say that because I haven't voted for any president since I've existed on the earth. That doesn't mean I don't like this one or the other one. I'm saying that this is not a political issue. This is a humanity issue, as well as it is here in the Philippines. If we simply establish these units, now basically you're looking at a 530 square foot unit because they're built into containerized systems that will suffer about 1 million pounds of pressure or close to a 9.0 earthquake. So they're very structurally sound and they can be moved from place to place. Again, if there's an earthquake or fire or a flood or civil unrest or a pandemic, the facilities move with you. And this is, of course, the advantage that we need to have globally. Of course, you know the extraordinary thing that the government of China just did in building a hospital within less than 10 days. Okay, that is fantastic. This is not like that. It's a lot better because these facilities fit within the communities of where they reside. The facades around the structural steel base of these facilities will be made look exactly like the environment of where they're placed. Now, we appreciate very much if you would simply hire Chuck Thompson, Mr. World Emergency, to come in and not just explain this plan, but to set out and build one facility for the local and the federal government to review. But here is the biggest thing. It is a business for the city of Los Angeles, for all of the cities. There is approximately 2,500 cities throughout the United States. Everyone can receive an economic benefit from them. The plan is this: the 280 plus embassies that we have around the world, we simply place one facility there that represents the community and how it looks, and we sell it to the global community. We want to do that starting within the United States for those who live in the West, and we want to do that within the Philippines for those who live in the East. And we can have a joint venture and provide housing for everyone. Again, not just homes, but schools, offices, emergency medical units, portable farm, desalinization systems. These facilities, this entire community, again, runs on renewable energy. It does not need to be hooked up to any outside local power source. So what are we doing? We're providing homes for the homeless. We're providing a neighborhood, a community for families, for their children to learn within the education facilities, for their parents or for the adults, of course, to learn new skills that will provide them jobs starting at $16.80. The federal government is not paying anything more than it normally pays for upgrading what it needs for the military, for Homeland Security, for all of the agencies throughout the nation. And the GREATSWIFT.Club, those contractors, and it doesn't have to be just GEP, Global Emergency Provision, it can be any contractor under this plan, whereas the government is purchasing a facility, a single portable renewable energy multi-facility that can be a hospital, that can be a home, that can be a school, that can be an office, a 1,500 plus square foot unit at 189,000 US dollars below wholesale cost will buy one single family home at the cost of 63,000. But this 63,000, the government, the federal or local government does not pay. GEP pays for it, or any other contractor pays for that home that is going within that community. And there's very places of land where we can start this. I know personally in Southern California, in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles. Of course, there's a great deal of federal land that we can put these in. And simply, we can start them up with, medical assistants, volunteers, doctors, nurses that will be able to be on call 24 hours or will take shifts within these facilities, as well as the police, as well as the fire department, as well as the search and rescue teams. As a matter of fact, this is what we want to teach those who live within this community, because we are in an emergency now, and 90% of the citizens don't know what to do because the federal government is not, well, listen, I'm not against the federal government, but the local government, all governments are made up of people, of the community. And so we all come together as a family to provide what is needed for each other. So we have these facilities where you learn and you live and you grow and you play and you prosper within. And the United States, with joint venturing with the Philippines, will be a light and example to the rest of the international community.
GREATSWIFT.Club, homeless housing. SARAP Center Community, renewable energy facilities proposal. Government buy one, receive one family house plan. Housing the homeless will be at no extra cost to the federal government. By simply utilizing the normal GSA purchases that are already in the pipeline to upgrade, say, facilities for Homeland Security, housing for military bases in the United States or internationally, or any embassies and consulate offices globally. Homes designed and built into communities will be established across the nation under the GREATSWIFT.Club buying program. Every purchase from either the local or federal government, yes, any and all facilities operating on renewable energy at or above 189,000 US dollars. A home will be built and given for a family in need. there will be absolutely no need for any legislation frustration. The federal and state government officials simply will purchase what they need, and the homeless receives what they need. This is the Great Swift Club Homeless into Housing Plan. This plan will extend globally for ambassador partnership training, also here locally throughout the borders on both sides of the border, which is the SWIFT Act, SWIFT Solar Wind International Facilities Technology Act, Arizona, California, Texas. On both sides, we will build border towns for those who are helping the migrants to establish jobs and schooling for families, again, throughout both countries. Building homes, schools, offices, emergency medical units, portable farms, and water desalination system. This is the GEP, Global Emergency Provisions, Renewable Energy Community. Again, providing a home for everyone in need. The approximate 600,000 homeless in the United States can have a home with all costs paid. Contracted builders under the Great Swift Club will absorb the total cost of the homes and all facilities within the SARAP Center community. SARAP Center community will be a neighborhood complete with surrounding homes, schools, offices, medical counseling units, portable farms, and stores. All facilities will operate on renewable energy. SARAP Center community will contain 400 homes, housing an average of 5 members per household, times 400 unit facilities equals 2,000 residents per community. The cost to the SARAP Center contracted builders will be $30,240,000 each. SARAP, SARAP, Strategic Advantage Redevelopment Aspirational Project. Contract builder affordability layout design presentation. Again, government buy one, receive one, family house plan. The government agency officials will order renewable energy facilities it needs directly from the contract builders under this plan. Purchase examples will be replacement for housing military bases in the United States or internationally. Also, portable renewable energy offices, facilities for the 20 plus Homeland Security agencies will be ordered. Moreover, emergency backup operation units for the 280 plus embassies or consulate offices worldwide will be needed. The role of the U.S. government. The buying arm of the GSA and other agencies will purchase the multi-purpose renewable energy facilities from the contracted builders under the Great Swift Club Developers Plan for the wholesale cost of $210,000 US. In addition, $21,000 will be deducted from the manufactured wholesale price, discounting the wholesale purchase price down to $189,000 US. The $21,000 in savings to the government will be divided and given to each family resident within the SARAP Center communities. This GIVE program, called BUY, B-U-Y, Benefit Unit Year Bonus Credits, will be administered by the federal or local government agencies. Now, since up to 5 family member residents can occupy the home unit, these funds will be divided among each resident. Breakdown of funds will be $4,200 yearly or $350 monthly. Throughout the calendar year, please note, these funds are considered a credit voucher for basic purchases needed, available within the community. GREATSWIFT.Club, SARAP Center Communities nationwide proposal cost breakdown. The government will purchase at least 120,000 multi-purpose renewable energy facilities at the cost of $189,000 each. Throughout the duration of the project, purchasing facilities or the equivalent in value for other products and services needed throughout the country and internationally. The total cost will run upwards to $22,680,000,000 US dollars. The SARAP Center's contract builder will fund approximately 600,000 homeless, divided by an average of 5 members per household equals 120,000 home facilities needed. The normal 420 square foot unit will be upgraded and replaced with a 530 square foot unit home. The normal wholesale cost of $75,000 plus dollars. This unit will be reduced to the GSA discounted price of $63,000 per unit. Therefore, the home facility placed within the SARAP Center communities will be $63,000 per unit times 120,000 homes, equaling $7,560,000,000 US dollars. This cost will be absorbed directly by the manufacturer and contracted builder of SARAP Center communities. Moreover, the total cost borne by the manufacturer and contracted builder is based on each community unit, housing approximately, again, 2,000 residents, which equals one complete community. Therefore, 2,000 residents per community divided by the approximate 600,000 homeless within your nation equals 300 SARAP Center communities needed. The total cost paid by the manufacturer and contracted builder of the SARAP Center communities will be $30,240,000. That amount times 300 facilities is the total of $9,072,000,000 US dollars. Government buy one, receive one. Family house plan is the key. Since $9,072,000,000 for the SARAP Center home community facilities is absorbed by the manufacturer and contracted builder, the cost to the federal and local government is greatly reduced. Upgrading our entire housing infrastructure throughout the nation gives hope and helps in solving our national crisis, including replacement housing for the military bases in the United States and internationally, along with new portable renewable energy office facilities for 20 plus Homeland Security agencies, in addition to providing emergency backup operation units for the 280 plus embassies and consulate offices worldwide at the reduced cost from $22,680,000,000 to $13,608,000,000 US dollars. This is a win-win for the country. Now, housing, the total number of homeless throughout the country, about thousand within the nation in the United States will be less than the cost of an air carrier. That's right, an aircraft carrier. Yet, the SARAP Home Center community facilities will carry the entire homeless population of the nation. The SWIFT.Club homeless housing plan is not just designed for California or our nation, but the entire global community.